the time has come and we have started already. So we won't wait for anyone. As men that are able to join us, the room is open for them to join. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to I will lock the speaker right now, like the mic. I'm going to lock the mic so that those who be joining us will not be making a noise. Or better, let me just leave it open for now, so that if anybody joins and it begins to make background noise, then we are going to lock the mic. Meanwhile, let everybody start to join us. So I'm going to share my screen immediately so that we'll just start, and we are going to move as fast as possible. I'm being timed. Right now, we have less than 57 minutes more. Less than 57 minutes more. So I'm sharing my screen right away so that we can start what we have to do quickly today. So as soon as you see the screen, you can just help me signal with your with wave of hand. You can just um give emoji to show that you can see my screen. Please, as soon as you can see my screen, you can just signal with emoji to show that you can see my screen. Please, as soon as you can see my screen, signal. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good to know that my screen is now showing. So basically, what we the task before us is we want to see how we can craft and design educational puzzles for an engaging lesson. Educational puzzle for an engaging lesson. I know a lot of us who might be looking down on puzzle, especially those of us at the secondary school level. We might be looking now on what puzzle can actually do in our during our lessons and in our classroom. Those who are at the primary level, I believe they use it often. Apart from that, based on discipline, to people in the languages, they also use this often too. But other fields may be looking down on how good educational puzzles can help our lesson. And this night we are going to learn about it, and not just learn about it alone, knowing how to create or design those puzzles for our personal lesson. That is the main goal of tonight's tonight's webinar. So please, I want us to get ready because we'll be doing a task before the end of the webinar. And the task is, by God's grace, everybody that is partaking will be able to do their own puzzle and continuously they'll be able to design puzzle that um, that will be able to help their personal lessons. What led me to this is that I realized that whenever I need puzzle for my lesson, if I go online, I'll see puzzle, but the ones that I'll see, they will not really be tailored to my lessons exactly. So I had to research and see how I can be doing this so that it will be exactly how I want it for my personal lesson. So let's just move straight to the point this evening. So my expectation is that at the end of this webinar, everyone will be able to design engaging educational puzzle for their lessons. No matter the year group you are, no matter the learner you are taking, you'll be able to come up with puzzles that will engage them and at the same time achieve the specific objectives which you have set for that particular lesson. Then this is the outline of the presentation. We are going to be having a very brief icebreaker. We'll be introducing ourselves to what educational puzzles are. We'll be looking at how we can design effective puzzles. Then we'll see how we can utilize puzzle in the classroom so that it will fit into our own task. Then we'll do some interactive activities. There will be question and answer. And if time permits, there will be concluding activity. If time permits, there will be concluding activity. So now, this is how we are going to do now. We are going to have like 2 or 3 people to share with us their favorite digital tool, or maybe an application or a website, or maybe a favorite digital tool that they use for their lessons, um maybe for their lessons. So can we have 1 or 2 people that will help us with um the digital tool they have been using and they feel that digital tool is very good for their lessons during the class. So if you have anybody, you can just signal so that I'm going to let me see. Yes, we can turn on our mic too so that we can speak. So do we have anybody who will share with us maybe a tool that they often use for their lessons during or before and after teaching? Anyone there? You can unmute to speak, and I believe you can still see the screen. So the question before us is, let's have one person or two people who can explain or tell us about their favorite digital tool or application for teaching or for productivity. It could be something you just discovered, or maybe something a long term favorite. You can just try and share with us how you have been using it and how it has been useful for you during lessons. So anybody can please unmute and talk to us about it, please. Can I get a response? Are we finding it difficult to unmute our mic? Please, maybe somebody can send me a message so that I might know what is happening. Is it that we are finding it challenging to unmute our mic or what?
Good evening.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Miss eBay, I guess. Good evening. You're welcome. You can speak
Yes,
on.
thank you so much. Well, the thing is, the only digital tool I know and I've been using is Google.
Okay.
I just go to Google and type whatever I want, and it comes out. I usually see different options, but then I usually go for the first one
Okay.
because it's always accurate, as it has it has a complete lesson plan.
Okay, that's a
So
very good one.
that's yes, that's what I've been using.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much. I appreciate that. That's a very good one. Google, can we have another person who also have a particular special digital tool they use to maybe to help their lesson plan, to design lesson, or to have an engaging classroom? Anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Innocent. Speak on.
Okay. Mine is Chat GPT.
Wow.
Yeah. Um, I remember when I was teaching my students a topic on properties of 2D shapes. So there was this question I asked them: Is a rectangle a square, and it's a square a rectangle? So just for them to know which one is a subset of the other. Now, after we'll have discussed it as a group, the student has group discussions where they came up with their different answers. And then, after looking at the answers, I said, okay, let's me ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT actually brought us most of the answers they gave, and then equally gave some other insights, and that actually enriched, their learning.
All right. Thank you very much. Those were actually great tools that I myself have really been using. The Google and Chat GPT. In fact, Chat GPT has really, really gone a long way to help me personally. I hope one day we'll have an interactive section on Chat GPT so that we can hear from people about the different prompts they use in Chat GPT to help their lessons. And I believe that session will also help other people to learn a lot too, because AI tools are taking over now, and we as teachers we must not be left behind in this AI tool. So quickly, let's just go straight into our discussion for the day. So what are educational puzzles? We want to look at some definitions of educational puzzle. Of course, educational puzzles are actually interactive learning tools that are designed to engage students in problem solving activities. And I want us to get those points very well. Problem solving activities, fostering a dynamic approach to understanding various subjects, and they can be used in various educational settings. It can be used in the classroom. It can be used for specialized learning for those of us who are into special education, SEN, that is special needs education. They can be used for private tutoring and even for self-study. It can be used for self-study. And educational puzzles are also designed to engage students in problem solving, which I've mentioned, critical thinking, and that's key. Then knowledge acquisition. The good part of it is as they are doing this, as they are learning, they are enjoying and having an interaction with the paper and even among themselves if it is a group work. So you can see that educational puzzle help to instill in students some of the current soft skill that are required in our days today. Problem solving is very important right now. Critical thinking is also very key at the moment because these are the things that a lot of curriculum are actually emphasizing in our current dispensation. Now, educational puzzle cover all subjects as far as I'm concerned. It cover all topics, including math, science, language arts, history, geography, and many more. So you can see that the point or the question of usage of educational puzzle is actually key. But maybe personally, I have not seen many teachers engaging these tools in their classroom a lot. Of course, there are a lot of alternative way we engage students, but I realize that anytime I use this puzzle, the interest level is different compared to um, many other, especially writing tasks that we might give the students. Yes, I have met quite a number of teachers that are using this tool, and I realize that they are actually getting the students engaged very well. I know one of my I met a CRS teacher who often use this tool very well, and I feel that it's even helped his work. Once he has this puzzle, he gives it to the student. After some explanation, the student will be able to look at the different meaning of some of the keywords that they have discussed in class, and they'll be able to figure it out in the puzzle. Although the one we are talking about is the crossword puzzle. We'll be looking at different kind of puzzle subsequently. Anyway, okay. Yes, please, I'm going to attend to us. For those of us that have raised our hand, I'll attend to us in a moment. By the time I'll see us, then I'm going to attend to us in a moment, please. Okay, so now the next thing is importance of puzzles in learning. You see, the benefit of puzzles are numerous. The benefits of puzzles are numerous. One, puzzle is a powerful catalyst for cognitive development. So when you look at helping a child to develop his cognition, to develop his mental capacity, a puzzle is a very good way to help such child. Are you looking at a child that is lacking concentration and that is affecting his level of mental capacity? You can engage to puzzle as one of the tools, not exclusive tool anyways, one of the tools you can use. Now, puzzle can help to stimulate critical thinking. You see, we are emphasizing this critical thinking thing because that is what a lot of international curriculum are emphasizing right now. When you talk of the British curriculum, the international baccalaureate curriculum, the new generation of science curriculum or next generation science curriculum, they are emphasizing so much on critical thinking. Then the process of solving puzzles, also problem solving skill. All these curriculum I mentioned too, they emphasize problem solving skill. And with this, a learner will be encouraged to approach challenges with creativity and perseverance. This is key and very, very key. Now, they also have the high unique ability to cultivate a genuine enthusiasm for acquiring knowledge because puzzle help to boost students' interest. So puzzle go a long way to also help learners to learn a lot. Now, if you introduce an element of fun and curiosity, puzzle can create a positive learning environment that will capture the participants' attention, and this will go a long way to instill lasting passion for the subject or the topic you are teaching. So you can see that when you integrate puzzle into educational experiences, it's not just about solving the puzzle, it's about fostering a holistic approach to learning that nurtures critical thinking, problem solving acumen, and the love for the pursuit of knowledge. So all these things we have mentioned, a lot of us that have been engaging or using this tool, we agree with me that indeed this tool is a very, very important tool for our day-to-day learning, even in our world today. So now, the next point of call is for us to talk about the types of educational puzzle. I believe we are still seeing my screen. Now, the first one we are going to talk about is the crossword puzzle. This is very all the puzzles are actually common for us. We may not just be taking attention to it. Crossword puzzle is a word game consisting of a grid of squares, usually rectangular, and the goal is to fill the entire grid with words based on clues. You can divide the grid into different um, lines. You can have some clues across and some clues down. Crossword puzzle, of course, they are also popular in most of the magazines we see nowadays, most of our newspaper. I remember when newspaper was really common, like we don't now most of us read online, but those years when newspaper was common, a lot of us we are interested in the puzzle, we try to solve the puzzle. I have a mathematician back then who is now a doctor. He likes to solve the sudokus. Whenever he picks a newspaper, where he's going to is sudoku. That's also a puzzle, a mathematical puzzle that's to be solved. So crossword puzzles are actually very good. They provide entertainment and mental stimulation for people of all ages, not just for children alone, of all ages. Now look at the puzzle example I'm giving on my screen. This is a crossword puzzle on light. I designed this for my year 8 students when I taught them light in physics. All the various definition I gave to them in class, I put it down in a crossword puzzle and I put down the various definition. So all they need to do, they'll read a particular definition and give the meaning or give the word that aligns with that definition. So for example now, if you look at the first one, a region without light behind an opaque object. So they are going to tell me what it is. They will write in the place provided, number one provided. For me now, this is going to be shadow. Then they write it down. They put down the shadow. Then light pass through it but scatters. That's a translucent material. They'll come to number two. They write translucent for me. It also helps them to build their vocabulary and spellings too. Then number three, light does not pass through. What is that light does not pass through? A material that light does not pass through is an opaque object. They will come to number three, they will put down opaque there. And before you know what is happening, they'll be filling it one after the other until it is filled up. And before you know what is happening, they are excited, especially whenever they are getting it. They feel so excited about it. And it also builds their interest that they will even be asking for more. Now, I tried this with my year 11 student, that's SS2 students. I taught them electromagnetic spectrum in physics and I brought out a lot of words and I gave it to them. I was thinking they would just be like, we have passed this level. But to my surprise, they were excited about it and they enjoyed doing it too. So you can see that you can apply these crossword puzzles across all ages and all classes. Of course, when we get to principle of designing puzzle, we are going to see how that can be of help too. So another type of puzzle that we can talk about is the word search puzzle. This is also another common type of puzzle. Now, a word search puzzle is a word game that consists of a grid of letters, typically arranged in a square or rectangular shape. The grid contains hidden words, and the goal is to find and circle or highlight these words within the grid. Now, the words can be placed horizontally, vertically, diagonal, or even backwards. So the computer will scatter the word. Now, learners and students will have to search and look for the word that fits in. For example, now this is a puzzle on earth and space. So the student will now look for asteroids, Venus, Earth, Mars, Moon, Saturn, Comet, Mercury, Neptune, Jupiter. I designed this yesterday in one of the platforms we are going to use. So with this now, the student will have to start searching. They have to start searching. They need to be patient. They need to be meticulous. And of course, they will have to endure too because it's not easy for them to see. And all these characteristics, directly or indirectly, is being built in the learners. Is being built in the learners. Now, word search puzzles are also popular as educational activities, recreational activities, entertainment. You can find them in newspapers, puzzle books too. Now, that's another point, puzzle books. You can see that you can even start designing puzzle and produce a book designing puzzle on a particular subject. Okay, I think I'm seeing some hands raised up. Before I go to the next point, let me allow those hands to speak. I've seen Mr. Bosun's hand, I've seen Mr. Latunde's hand. If they still want to speak, they should confirm to me, please. If they still want to speak, they should confirm to me. So I've opened. Okay. Can we have if Mr. Botun's or Mr. Kazim still wants to speak, you can speak now quickly. Maybe you have a question or something. On your mic and let's hear you. Okay, can we have Mr. Paul Adesoya? Do you still want to ask? Do you have a question or so that we can?
I think most of them are just pressing the this thing mistakenly. You can just go on.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, for those asking question, yes, we are going to. I'll send message in the group for us to see how we can get the certificate for this webinar. So let's just continue. Thank you for that observation. The another type of puzzle we can talk of is the jigsaw puzzle. Now, in this jigsaw puzzle, participants put pieces together in fragments, fostering spatial awareness and visual recognition. Now, jigsaw puzzle is also very, very important. It instills in students serious creativity and problem solving ability. It fosters spatial awareness and visual recognition. Now, this jigsaw puzzle, because of cost and the skills of design, we may not be able to look at the practicability for classroom right now, but it's not exclusively impossible. But based on what I know, the cost implication is kind of a little bit much compared to the other ones. Anyways, we are still going to see how we can make all of these puzzles today. Now, I want us to understand that there are so many kind of puzzles. If you Google now, if you go to Google and you click and you search for different kind of puzzles, you yourself, you can come up with an idea of puzzle and give it a particular name. But basically, all of them, directly or indirectly, will be linked to this tree that we have talked about. So the basic one, these three that we have talked about, are the ones we are going to design on our own tonight. So please get ready to get your hands to work as we move on. In a moment, we are going to get to that point where we have to design the puzzles. I'm really conscious of our time and I don't want to exceed the appropriate time. Now, key principles of puzzle design. One, clarity. When designing your puzzle, it has to be very clear. There should be a clear set of instructions to ensure the participants understand the challenge at hand and allowing them to focus on the cognitive aspect of the puzzle rather than just trying to see the rules behind it. So the aim of the puzzle is for the learners to actually be entertained, to learn, to have fun, and ultimately to make sure that the problem is solved. So there should be clarity. You should not make it so ambiguous. You should not make it look too difficult for them, especially what we are going to get to age appropriacy in a moment now. Then there should be logical progression in the logical progression is the backbone of a compelling puzzle. It leads participants through a journey of discovery where each step builds upon the previous, encouraging a fluid and intuitive engagement with the material. You see, the logical progression in the sense that as they start, the first one they start should give them a clue to the next step. The first one they start should give them a clue to the next step, and on like that. As they continue to solve the puzzle, the excitement should be there that wow, they are solving a problem. Wow, they are solving a problem. And that is what will keep them going through. And of course, as we begin to solve the puzzle, the problem also shrinks through directly or indirectly. And that's the key point of puzzle that we are talking about. Then age appropriate. Age appropriate is very important. We will not just give maybe younger students puzzle for older students. Maybe you are teaching GSS 3, you will now be giving GSS 3 students puzzle that SS 3 students should solve. That's very, very important for us to take note of. So puzzle there should be age appropriacy in the puzzle you are going to what? You are going to design. Then you should avoid making it too difficult because the ultimate aim is winning the game for motivation. It should be like a ladder. The first step should be simple, and it should, of course, a lot of us are educationists, so it should be from simple to complex. From simple to complex. The progression should be from simple to complex. It shouldn't just be it shouldn't be very complex for them. It should be from simple to complex. So the next point is, how do we incorporate curriculum content into our puzzle? And one effective strategy is, you should identify the key curriculum concepts that require reinforcement or deeper understanding. So if you are designing a puzzle, for example, I am aware most of our lesson plans, for example, because I work with a British school, part of the requirement in the lesson plan is that we should be able to list some words that are new to the student, and that's vocabulary development, whether in science, in art, in social science, whatever subject. As you introduce children to a concept, usually there will be new words they need to learn, and some of these new words is very important you identify them. Understanding these new words, you can apply the puzzle for them to be able to get familiarized with this new word, so that subsequently they must have built their vocabulary in that aspect. So for instance, if the focus of what you are doing is ecosystem in the science curriculum, you can consider crafting a puzzle that will prompt the student. Maybe they need to arrange species in a food web, and in doing this, it will help them to reinforce their understanding of ecological relationship. You can scatter a food web and ask them to link the arrangement, the right order together. You can give different organisms and ask them which one will fit in as the producer, which one will fit in as a primary consumer, secondary consumer, and on like that. Then you should be able to align your puzzle with the specific learning goals, and this has to be carefully done. You have to examine the curriculum scope, the sequence, so that you can be sure that the puzzle, while it is capturing the student's attention, it is also reinforcing the targeted educational outcome. It shouldn't be just out of the bloom. And that is why I feel, as teachers, we must be able to design this puzzle by ourselves. The reason why I actually came up with this idea is because I have tried to look up online to see. I'll just type a topic. Maybe I'll go to Google. If I'm looking for a puzzle on maybe energy, I can go to Google and click energy. The puzzles I'll see a lot of puzzles, but it will be very difficult for me to find that one that actually aligns with my lesson 100%. I can see 50%. I can see the one that aligns 60%. At times I'll see the one that aligns 40%. But there is difficult to find the one that perfectly matches my lesson plan. And that's why I decided to say that let me find out how I can design puzzles on my own, so that it will perfectly fit my own personal lesson plan. So that is what we are talking about. So we should be able to incorporate the curriculum content into our puzzle. That is where we'll be able to achieve the aim and objective of our lesson. At the same time, our learners will enjoy doing what we want them to do. So now the next point of call is, we will now design puzzles together. So I don't know if you have your phones with you, if you have your system with you. It's time for us to get to the real practical aspect of this. So let me go through some of the question I think I'm seeing here. Say, thanks for this class. Please, my question is, which of these puzzles will be appropriate for mathematics in all levels? Okay. Then the second one is, I will also appreciate if you would help me with the course material. Okay, that will not be a problem. I'm going to send it to us. Once we're done, I'll send it to the group, and those of us who are not in the group can always join the group later. I'll send it to us. Then a puzzle that will be appropriate for mathematics at all levels. We are going to look at I didn't include Sudoku in this puzzle. And the mathematics part of the puzzle we are talking about is even good. Puzzles are good for mental maths, and every aspect of maths has its mental aspect. So if you want to teach the mental aspect of mathematics, you can bring in puzzle. You can also bring in um, um, crossword puzzles, because there are number puzzles too. You can also bring in number puzzles. You can bring in crossword puzzle even in mathematics. For example, you are teaching your students shapes. You have shown them shapes, you have described shape for them. You can list shape and describe and put it in form of a crossword puzzle and ask the student to bring these words together. That's one way. Then you can use number puzzle to develop their mental capacity. Maybe, of course, all the basic operation, multiplication, addition, and stuff like that. Most of our quantitative reasoning are like puzzles too. Most of the quantitative reasoning are like puzzles. So the mental aspect of maths basically utilize some of these puzzle concepts. I hope I've been able to attempt your question. If I'm not, if I've not attempted it, you will see. You can ask in the group when the webinar is up the aspect you really want me to eat, so that we can talk about it very well. So please, if you have your phone, you might have to minimize um the Google Meet. I have some list of websites here. Please, I want us to use emoji to indicate that we are still seeing the list of all these websites. Or you can send a message in the chat group to indicate that you are still seeing the list of all these websites I have put up. Please, let's use emoji to show that we have seen. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So, um, those who have, if you, okay, thank you for those who have indicated that they have seen it. So now, the first thing we are going to do now is the first website there, propropsgames.com. Now, this propropgames.com can help you to create all types of puzzle, and that's why I like it. And it's also free. There is the sign up option. You can also sign up, you can do the pay service, but most of the puzzles here are also very free. I'm going to open them now so that we can work on it together. Then there is the crosswordsbrightsprout.com. This one you have to pay, so we are not going to dwell much on that. Then we also have the third one, crosswordlabs.com. This one is free, fast, and simple. In fact, I like their interface. There is no advert, there is no watermark. It's less busy. Hmm? The only thing is that whatever kind of puzzle you do there, it will be available by to anyone online. So I don't have problem with that personally anyways. I don't have problem with that. Then there's also puzzlemaker.com for free for crossword and word search puzzle. There's also puzzlefast.com. This site is also
This site
very
is
excellent.
also very excellent.
Hello? Okay. Thank you. I thought I heard an echo, so it's good. It's good now. So now, I still believe there are many more, but I have done a serious research. A lot of these are very simple to access and easy to link up with. So I am going to share my own windows now, so that we can see, so that I'll be able to see how I'm going to go about it. So please, if you can minimize, or if you have a system. Yes, all these websites will be sent to the group. I'm going to send everything to the group. If you can minimize, or if you have a system beside you, or if you have another phone that you can use, let us practice together in the next 10 minutes. We have less than 20 minutes to go. We have less than 20 minutes to go. So in the next 10-15 minutes, let us practice together. Pick your subject, and this practical is very important, because with this practical we are going to if I'm going to give out certificate, it is with this practical. You must be able to show me what you have done before I can say that yes, I'll give out certificate. So let's start with the proprofgames.com. So I'm going to stop my presentation. I'll share my entire window so that you are going to see the steps we are going to take to be able to do all these things. You will enjoy it, you are going to like it, and you'll be excited about it. The fact that you can even do your personal puzzle to present to your students or to use wherever is so interesting to me. So I'm going to stop now, then I'll reshare my windows so that we'll be able to see my Chrome browser. Okay. Okay, let me share my Chrome tab. Um, okay, share. So I'm going to close I'll close the one I have opened so that I'm going to reopen a new one. Please kindly indicate if you can see my Chrome tab, if you can see my screen, or maybe I should just share my entire screen. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I am going to open ProProf, proprofgames.com. So you can be doing what I'm doing right now. So me, I have opened proprofgames.com. Then I'm going to click sign up free. I decided not to sign up with my account so that I'm going to follow, we are going to see the step-by-step process to do it. So I'm clicking sign up free right now. So that's sign up free. So we'll be waiting for the internet so that we'll be able to, um, so I've clicked sign up free. It's still loading. Okay, good. So my sign up free has loaded. So me, I'm just going to log in. I'll sign in with my Google. I'm just going to sign in with my Google account. So sign in with Google. Oops, you can't see my screen. Okay, let me reshare again. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Stop presenting. Let me just share my entire. Okay. Let me share my entire window. Close. Okay. Share entire screen. All right. Please let me confirm if you can see my screen now. Okay. Thank you. My screen is now showing. So I've shared the entire window with us. Okay. So I'm already on ProProf Games. I'm already on ProProf Games. Hide. Open in picture. Okay. Good. I hope we are still seeing us.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can see.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you can see.
Thank you very
Hello,
much.
sir.
Thank you very much. So I am now on ProProf Games. So I have, if
Hello,
you can,
sir. Hello, sir.
yes, hello.
Yeah, can you enlarge your screen?
Okay, I'm going to enlarge it.
You can enlarge your own.
Or you
It's
should
him that can
enlarge from
enlarge
your
his.
end because my screen is enlarged
Yes,
enough, anyways. Maybe you should enlarge from your
yes,
end, please.
yes,
Kindly
enlarge
enlarge
from
from
your
your end
end there.
because I'm using the full screen. Thank you. So now I am signing in with Google. Please, I have to be very fast because of time. I'm signing with my Google account. So it's loading. Okay, I'll use my email to sign in. Still loading. Okay. All right. Continue to ProProf. So please, if you have your system, your phone, or whatever you have with you, you can be doing it too. Okay, now me, I'm already signing. You can see, if you can see this part of the screen, I've signed in as Femabod, Consult Femabod. So now, when you have signed in, you go to the right part, you see create games. So when you see create games, you see word search, you see crossword, you see sliding puzzle, you see jigsaw, you see hangman. So let's start with crossword. So I'll click crossword. So you can be clicking and following the steps I'm taking at line. So now you can name your crossword. So now I want to name this crossword puzzle. Okay, let me see, what name should I give to it. I can give it okay, crossword puzzle on. Okay, in the chat box, can somebody suggest a topic I should use in any Any field, somebody suggest for me quickly. Can I have a suggestion? Which topic should I use quickly? Who is suggesting for me? Send it to send it to the message. Quick, 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 quick. The first one I'll choose the first suggestion. First suggestion, any topic, just suggest for me. First suggestion that comes on the message. That's what I'm going to use. So who is sending a suggestion? Suggest a topic and a subject for me. Okay, fractions. Okay, very good. Fractions. So crossword puzzle on fraction. Since it's crossword we are using, it will be about definition. Huh? So I'm going to say identify as instruction, identify the uh, words for the description below or descriptions below. Identify the words for the descriptions below. Identify the words for the description below. Then the next thing is word and hint. Now you can see I was confident to ask anybody to just send a topic for me, even though I don't have any course content, I don't have any curriculum for me. The reason why I'm able to do that, thanks to the person who mentioned Chat GPT the other time. So I'll now invoke the power of Chat GPT. If you don't know about it, please go and get how to use this tool. It's a very, very important tool that can help you to create a lesson plan in just 1-2 minutes. So let me go now. So I'm opening another tab. I'm going to ask. So this is my chat GPT. It's always open on my system. It's always open on my phone because I use it a lot. Please confirm to me that you can still see my windows. Just give me emoji to show that I can still see my windows so that I'll know that I'm on right track. Just give me emojis to show that you can still see my windows. Okay, very good. So now I'm going to ask ChatGPT now to design a okay, let me just say suggest words and clues. Words and clues for a crossword puzzle in mathematics. Suggest words and clue for a crossword puzzle on fractions in mathematics. I'll put the year. Let's say I want to use primary 3 for, let's say, year 3 learners. So let's see what it's going to bring up for me quickly. Good. You can see what it's doing for me. You can see what it's doing for me. I hope we are following up. You can see what it's doing for me. So now it has given me words and a clue. It has given me half. It gave me the clue. Equal parts when an object or shape is divided into two. Third, one of three equal parts when something is divided into three sections. So it gave me 10 words and clue. So after giving me 10 words and clue, what I'm going to do now is I will now open my puzzle maker. You can see the word, you can see the hint. So I'll pick the first word, half. I'll copy it, place it here. Then I'll click the other word, in clue, highlight, Control C, come here, put Control V. I'll come to the next word, I'll put third, highlight, Control C, come here, Control V. Then I'll go back again, highlight, Control C, come back here, Control V. I'll go back again, quarter, highlight, Control C, come back here, Control V. Then the clue, one of four equal parts or something divided into equal section, Control C. Then I'll come back, Control V. Then I'll come back again to fraction, Control C, Control V. Then a numerical represent, that's the clue now, Control C, Control V. Then I'll use only 5 because of time. Then denominator, what's the meaning of denominator? Control C. Then go back again, copy the clue, Control C, then put Control V. So the next thing is I'll ask you to create my game. So let's see what it's going to bring forth. So create my game. So it's loading now. So he said I made it. So he asked me to play the game. Let me play the game. Start playing. Play game. So it's still loading. It's still loading the game. Of course, as a machine, it has to boot because I just gave it a task now. So the other one we are going to use, they are not that they won't be this slow. It's almost immediately. So let's see what it's going to bring up quickly. I hope it's not network that is causing this delay because it shouldn't be this slow. Please, if you are following me, kindly indicate. You can send me a message. You can send me a message. I have just this on my phone, so I'm just watching afterwards our practice. Okay, that's a very good. Yes, I'm aware call we end in 30 minutes. That's why I'm very fast now. So if you are following me, let me know. Yes, good one. Thank you for following. So let's see if it has been able to finish it. 'Cause I think I'm having network issues here. Hmm? Okay, very good. It has created it for me. See? So this is my crossword now. Number one, number two, number three, number four. So all I need to do is just to fill in the space. You can see here there is a place for me to print it. So I'll just click print. If I click print, it will ask me to save. You can see across, down. So I can save it as PDF file on my phone. So save as PDF or my system. So it's arranging it for me so I can save comfortably. And after saving it on my system, I can arrange it for my students. So that is crossword puzzle. If you want to create another game, maybe you want to create word search, you can use the same method. If you want to create jigsaw, you can use the same method. So let me look at let's see jigsaw here now. Let's see how jigsaw will look like. So jigsaw, maybe if you are teaching geography, you want the children to know how to fix in the map of Africa. The map of Africa. You can just copy, look for the image. Maybe I should just download an image or map of Africa so that we're going to see how jigsaw look like. It's almost time. So map of Africa. So download the image. I want to download the image on map of Africa so that I'll fix it into the jigsaw puzzle for us to see how that one also looks like. So every other puzzle you want to do, you can follow the first method that I introduced the other time. Okay, this is map of Africa. So let me just copy it. Let me download it. I'm going to download it now. Still loading. And my network has been good though. Why is it now getting slow? Okay. Okay, so let me just go back. I think I already have an image I can use. Let me try name your jigsaw puzzle. Okay, let me use cross puzzle on Pangea. Cross puzzle on Pangea. For geography teachers, we know what Pangea means. All the earth they are in one place before until something until they were separated into various components. So let me bring up Pangea. Maybe I can see it. Simple flag delusion black. Okay, where is my file? Puzzle project. Okay, custom jigsaw puzzle. Oh, I can't find it right now. I thought I saved it somewhere. Okay, let me see. I think I should have it in one of my students. Okay, this is it. Pangea. This is Pangea. So I can create it. I'll select it. I'll load it on my on the computer. Don't worry, this video is being recorded, so you have access to it. I'll tell you how you're going to have access to it. So this is Pangea. This Pangea is telling us that before now, all the continents they are combined together, but because of the heat from under the ground and the movement of mantle, they begin to separate due to convection current. So let me click done. You see what it's going to do. So description fits the jigsaw puzzles together. So that's it. So create my game. Let me see what it's going to look like. Play game. So let me see how much time we have left. Wow, we have 8 minutes left. So let me see how my puzzle looks like. So it's still loading. Think my network, my system is actually loaded. So maybe that's a factor too. Please, I believe we are still seeing all the things I'm doing on the screen. Please confirm to me that you are still seeing all I'm seeing, all I'm doing on on your screen, please. Hi, why network now? I hope my data has not finished. What's happening now? Okay, so sorry for the
That's
network
true.
glitches. So let me share my entire screen with us once again.
Okay.
So sorry about the network challenge. I think right now, please confirm to me that you can see my screen now.
Yeah, you can see the screen.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, so now, if you
All
have
right, so
opened
now,
the crossword lab,
if you have opened the crossword lab,
okay, please let's everybody unmute their mic. I'm hearing echo. So if you have opened the
okay, please let's
crossword lab,
everybody unmute their mic. I'm hearing echo.
okay, let me just do that myself. Host control. Okay, good. So I think it's fine now. Now this is the crossword lab. So let me title it again. Puzzles on fraction. Puzzles on fraction. So I have used the first word. I have put half, then space bar, half, space bar, equal parts when an object or shape is divided into. Then third, you put space. Please, if it's some people are complaining that it's not connecting, so let me copy it again for them so that they'll be able to connect. Copy, paste. Yeah, try this one. They should try the other one. Okay, so that's that. So let's go to the third one. Where's my chat GPT? So the next one, number 3 is quarter. Okay, I paste quarter, then space bar, then I'll put the clue. The clue is like the definition in this situation now. The clue is like the definition. Then I'll go to the next line. I'll paste fraction, then the clue, which is like the definition, a numerical representation of a whole. It is written as this. Then I'll come here, I'll paste it. Then I'll go to the next line. That's how I'll be doing it. Now, another way you can do this is you can arrange everything on a word. Maybe I should use that method too so that we can see that. You can open a Word document. Let me open a Word document from my system. So I'm opening a Word document now. So let me open a blank page. Can I arrange everything? So this is a blank page now. So instead of doing copy and pasting it one by one the other way, just open a Word document, arrange, come to wherever you have the text. Like me, I have it on Google, I have it on my ChatGPT, I'll just copy everything 1 to 10, then copy, then come to the word, I'll paste it. Then I'm going to edit it now. So I can comfortably edit everything from this clue. I'll edit everything. This is half, space bar. Then I'll edit it. Third, I'll edit it little by little. Third and clue. Come here again. Remove this, edit it. Quarter, delete clue, bring it close. So the next one, I think this one will be faster for me. Clue. I always want to be sure that we are still seeing my screen. I'm very sure we are still seeing my screen. I can confirm that we are still seeing my screen. Then I'll come here again, denominator, clue. Then go to the next one, clue. So I'm arranging it here now in the word. By the time I'm done, I'll just paste it straight. So let me stop here because of time. So I'll copy this one that I've arranged. I'll copy it. Then I'll come to the crossword lab, puzzle lab. Then I'll just paste everything here. Ctrl V. You can see I have pasted everything here now. And it's settled. So I can come and check my puzzle. Because this is my puzzle. This is how it looks like. But this is not how it's going to be as in form of question. So let me save and finish. Save and finish. I have clicked save and finish. Then all is set. So this is the puzzle. This is how the puzzle will look like. I can come here and do print. Let me print. So this is the preview. So this is exactly what you are going to see. This is exactly what you are going to see. And if you need to edit, you can convert this PDF. You can convert this PDF back to Word. Then you do some editing that you need to do in your Word. Then you save your puzzle. So that's puzzle on fraction. Then I've saved it. And that will be all. So you can do the same thing for the crossword, the word search puzzle, and so on and so forth. And for those of us who are in the mathematics, you might want to create mental mathematics for your students on a particular topic. ChatGPT can help you. And once ChatGPT help you, you just print it out. Let me give you an example. Create a mental math. Okay, let me say create a simple Sudoku for year let's say year 3 learners. Let's see what it's going to bring forth. So you can see so this is a Sudoku for year 3. So each row must contain the number 1 to 4. So all you need to do is just for you to arrange it. You just come to this point and copy, paste it in the Word. You can arrange it for the student to have fun and enjoy their class session. So basically, this is just a foundation that we have just built. What we have built now is a foundation. It is now rest on us to go and work on as many as possible puzzles that we can do. So we have laid a very strong foundation. You can now work on it. You can develop yourself. You can see how you can improve upon what you have learned tonight. So let me see the message box. Maybe we have sent in some question. Then let me try and unmute us so that we'll be able to ask a question using voice. So let me check the message box. Okay, no, don't worry. I'm going to share the list of the website. I'll share the list of the website. That will not be a problem. So let's have some form of interaction. Has anybody been able to do anything, or you are just listening to practice later? So let me hear from us. Okay, let me hear from us, please.
Okay, thank you very much for the lecture. It is really insightful.
Thank you too.
In fact, so like in my, I've really, oh, I have been listening only. Eventually, I need to practice. You understand? Then maybe perhaps I will suggest that maybe you will get a project that we can work on.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Then we submit later. So that then another thing is aside these puzzles, what I want to know is, are there things like animations or other things, other tools that one can use to bring interest for students, understand, in mathematics, especially, or maybe or any other subject too, aside puzzles.
Okay, thank you very
Maybe
much.
things like that can be of motion kind of thing, motion that can, like, things in motion, and motion is mostly animations.
Okay, so let me give you
Is there
one.
anything like that
Let me
or
mention
any
one to you.
useful tool? Okay, sir.
I'm just time will not permit us this evening, so I'm just going to mention it. Then you are going to go and do research on it.
Okay.
And the one I'm going to mention is
Okay,
PhET
sir.
simulation. I'm typing it in the message box. PhET
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
simulation is for science and maths only.
Okay.
For science and maths only. PhET simulation, science and
Wow.
maths only.
Okay.
Just type, go to Google, type it.
Okay.
It's free to use. You will also like it. I'm using it to engage my students a lot. They are going to like it. Hmm? Okay, thank you very much. So, Mr. Engineer Isaac is requesting that we should share how we can have a lot of it for questions that have lots of drawings, especially in the engineering. Now, you will agree with me that these are the people that can use lot of the one we call jigsaw puzzle. The people in the engineering, like technical drawing, basic technology, woodwork, construction building, this one has to do with spatial intelligence, spatial intelligence. These ones, they will need to use jigsaw puzzle. Jigsaw puzzle. In fact, building alone, building of blocks, building of houses is more like jigsaw puzzle, because while you are building, you must put blocks to fit into blocks. While you are building wood too, you must be able to design how the different woods can fit into each other. So I'm going to propose jigsaw puzzle. Because of time, we will not be able to research, we will not be able to talk much on them. Okay, Oluwaseun Victoria talk about what of English. If it's about the PhET simulation sincerely for now is only for science and math. Maybe later in the future they will incorporate English into it. But English already have some of their simulation, speaking and writing. A lot of um, audio visual video are available in that regards. But for PhET simulation for now is only for science and mathematics. So please, do you have any other question? Our time is fast spent. I would like us to call it a day.
Yes, thank you very much. It has been a very insightful session, and I hope that very soon we'll have another one.
By God's grace, by the special grace of God, we are going to
God
do
bless
it. Thank you
you, sir.
very much. So please, because of our time, I will be ending this meeting right now. If you have any other question, you can send the question into
Okay.
the um WhatsApp group. By God's grace, the video of this session, I'm going to edit it, work it out, and see how I am going to um publish it for all us, for everybody to have access to it, so that we'll be able to follow step by step and see how we can design some of the things that we need to design. On the time we are going to do jigsaw puzzle for engineering, I'll
Yeah,
communicate
thank you, sir.
with you, because for engineering we might have to even incorporate Canva. Canva is a designing tool for the jigsaw puzzle too. We might
Okay,
incorporate
okay,
that subsequently.
okay,
So maybe you should be patient with me. Let me craft out
okay.
a time and a moment that we can do that. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you for your time. Thank you for everything. So let me just share. Um,
Uh,
I'll share everything. I'll share this slide with you, and I believe we'll be able to um, some of us will be able to show forth some of the puzzles that we have been able to use. So thank you so much for staying tuned. And If you really need to know about me, I am still Femabod. I'm a physics and chemistry teacher, and I'm also an instructional technology instructor. I am the CEO of Femabodsobs.com. Um, my details are here anyways. I'm going to send it forward. Thank you so much once again for creating
Yeah,
time
thank
with
you
me
so much.
today.
God bless you.
So you all should have a nice time. If you have any question, please send the question to the WhatsApp group so that we can attend to it little by little. Have a great time.
Sir,
Thank you.
good evening, sir.
Good evening. Someone still talking?
Yes, yes, yes. Good
Sorry,
evening.
please. I just wanted to find out something. We are not, some of us are not on the WhatsApp group. How do we get
Okay.
membership,
Okay, let me
please?
quickly
Thank you,
post.
sir.
I'll post the link now in the chat. So click the link immediately so that I can join the group. Let me see how if I can retrieve the WhatsApp group link. I'll post it right away. You just click it
All
so
right.
that you can
Thank you,
join.
sir.
Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up now. Where is the WhatsApp link? Okay, Femabod subs. This is it. Group link. Links. I'm coming. So that's the group link in the chat box. You can follow this link to join the group. So if you are not in the WhatsApp group, please follow this link to join the group. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, hello. Sorry, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sorry. I was asking the jigsaw puzzle. How can we get it for engineers? Thank
Yes, I mentioned it before. You can use the Profs platform to access it too. And I said that is you can also use Canva, especially if you really want to twist it the way you want. You might need Canva too. And Canva is a graphic design tool. We might create time to talk about that too subsequently. Canva is a graphic design tool. We might create time to talk about it subsequently. But um, if you are not comfortable with what Prof Games is giving to you, Canva can help you twist it the way you like. Like I said before, jigsaw puzzle is also much more cost has more cost implication because you cannot just use ordinary paper to do the jigsaw puzzle. Just like you can use maybe you might have to use embossed cardboard to print. You might have to use some people even go as much as using wood. They print on wood and cut it into the jigsaw size for them to be able to um, help the student to fit in together. So I don't know if I've been able to attempt your question.
Okay, I actually joined a little bit late, so I don't even know the platform that you're even talking about to even infuse the Canva or the other.
Okay, don't worry. I'll post the video subsequently. Just give me time so that I'm going to be able to edit the video. Then we are posting it so that I'll be able to follow up on whatever we have been able to do. Thank you, Open All
Okay,
Seminar. I'll reach out to you. I'll reach out to you, Open All Seminar. I'll reach out to you after the program. Thank you so much. So thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate all my colleagues, all my friends, all my family, my senior colleagues. I have a lot of them who have joined. Thank you so much for the encouragement. I'm really, really very grateful. And by God's grace, we are actually on a journey. We're on a journey this year, and I believe that by the end of this year, a lot of us will be able to testify as to how much our lives as teachers must have improved. Because it's not all about our classroom alone. We should be able to do something extra outside the classroom and not just something extra for doing sake, something extra that's really going to better our life. And that's just the aim of establishing or starting this group. It is going to be a kind of learning and collaboration. All of us will work together. By God's grace, the next seminar wouldn't be me. We'll have to bring up somebody who's going to help us, who is more experienced, that is going to guide us, that is going to put us through different things that can help us in the classroom and especially in the area of digital, in the area of digital educational technology. Let me just put it in the area of EdTech, that's digital upskilling. That is going to be our focus by the special grace of God. So I wish every one of us a nice time and help us. I believe that the next one is going to be more interesting than this, and you can invite as many friends of yours to join us in this journey this year. Thank you so much. We all should have a nice time and have a nice night and a nice weekend too. Bye.